Hi folks, Sarah here from Helic Homesteading, and today I'm going to show you how to make a paper butterfly. You can make these out of fabric too, but today we're going to have a go at paper. So this is one I've made earlier, and hopefully you'll be able to see how it folds up. So it folds up, and then these ones fold in like that. Don't worry, I will show you it in a bit more detail. And these bits are the bits that are actually going to show. So when we make the butterfly, it sits like that. Hopefully you can see that looks like a butterfly. Okay, so this is just a guide to show you that you need to make sure there's colour on these bits, and on the other side these are the most important bits to make sure they're coloured. But we can colour more than that. It doesn't really matter, right? So we're going to make the colour by using some flower bashing. So using this one as a guide, we need this sort of area here on both sides. So I'm going to start off by doing a little bit of pink campion. Ooh, they tend to fall apart a bit, but that's okay. So if I put that down there like that, and I fold this in half, I'll get a mirror image, just like butterflies' wings. Now, this is going to make a horrible noise though, so please excuse me. You need to do some tapping, lots of little taps. Sometimes you can feel where the colour is. Open that out, hopefully. We've got some colour there. Now, pink campion is really interesting because it always comes out this beautiful blue colour. See, I missed a bit there. So I might just move those to the edges a bit more. Fold it over again, give it another little tap. Open them out. Just brush those off. Okay, so that's my first colour. So that matches sort of on there. I could add a bit more if I wanted to as well. And then turn them over. Turn this one over. So this time I'm going to fold it this way, and I'm going to cover pretty much all of it. So let's see, I'm going to have a bit of nice orange up here, and some green coming in there. And I don't know whether these little tiny little blue flowers whether we'll get anything out of those, but we'll give them a go. And maybe some bits of that down there, and I'm going to split the red, put some red here, some red here, fill the other bits with green and yellow, green and yellow. There we go, plant that one in there. Still got some pink campion, so we'll just bung that in as well. There we go. Pink campion in there and in there. So fold this over. I mean, it doesn't matter if you cover the whole of that half, that would be fine as well. And then some tapping again. So I'll tell you what, I'll do the tapping and then I'll come back and show you what to do next. Okay, so I'm just doing the last final taps and then open it out. I found this flower bashing works really well, as you can see on paper. It works nicely on fabric too, but on paper, look at that. You get some beautiful, beautiful patterns. Now, you have to be a little careful. Don't pick anything that's too wet or too dry. If it's too wet and you're hammering on it here, it's going to go through the paper. So we want it sort of halfway between the two. Really interesting, those very red nasturtiums have come out almost black. So that's quite interesting. Okay, so now to make it into the butterfly. So if you look back at this one, these bits here are going to end up, there we go, on the outside. So those bits are going to be on the outside. She says, I've forgotten how to do it now. There we go, like that. And then they fold onto that. So if you fold it the wrong way, you're going to end up the very pale and insipid butterfly. So you've got to make sure when you fold it that these bits originally, when you fold them, are on the inside, and then when it comes to make the butterfly, they end up on the outside. So those bits have got to be on the inside, so we're going to have to fold it this way, like that. Just check those are on the inside, and then they end up, when you fold it, on the outside, she says, hopefully. All right, hang on. So here's our first fold. Fold it in half this way, and then I tend to open it out and fold it this way, just to get a good crease. Fold it back this way. So we've gone in halves, now in quarters. Open this out, and what you need to do is open these bits out and push that one down there, so that this crease line goes in line with there, and push those two out like that. Turn it over and do the same on the other side, like that. Push that crease line down like that. Okay, then turn this all the way around. Okay, what we're going to do then is we're going to bend this over. I tend to keep my finger in there, bend that over, and then just squish that a little bit. So we're going to bend that over on this side and just squish that a little bit. Don't fold it all the way over. Well, you can if you want, but it creates a nice butterfly like this. And then with that, turn it all the way over, and then this pointy bit here, fold it up so it just peeks out the top. And we fold it back. There we go, we've got our butterfly. Okay.